Welcome back, everybody. This is Ian Brown from IB Collects 1989 on Instagram, coming to you with the next part and possibly final part of the my favorite card per team, and we're gonna end with the NHL. Good old hockey cards, probably the biggest part of my collection. One of my favorite things to collect. I may do another one of these videos that has a little bit more of my miscellaneous stuff, but as of right now, let's do some hockey. So let's get into it again. If you haven't seen the other ones, go back and take a look at my football and baseball. But this is going to be my favorite card I currently have in my possession, not ones that are in the mail, because I have some in the mail right now that are awesome. But current ones that I have in my collection that are my favorite per team. So let's start with a little bit of St. Louis on my favorite set. A statured Rob Thomas. This man was in almost every box that I opened. I only opened a couple, so. But a blue color match, Rob Thomas, numbered to 99 on Stature. Stature is my favorite all-time product in hockey, followed by Allure. I'm actually recording this on Allure opening day. Good luck to everyone that's got yourself some boxes. Hopefully it looks better in hand than it does on pictures. Allure is my second favorite product, but I'll be opening that up sooner enough. I'm going to have Tsunami Sports with me. We're just going to look at some hockey cards and open up some cards. So have a good day. All right, Rob Thomas it is. Next here, a Marco Rossi from Trilogy, numbered to 49, with this really sick four-color patch in the auto. So I learned this was early in my collecting career. Don't send thicker cards to PSA. They messed my card up something royal. Like, I knew to check the corners. Like, that was probably the only thing at the beginning of me maybe going to grade to flip kind of stuff that I know is check the corners, and I know I would never have sent that in the way it is. PSA messed my corners up and then sent it back to me as like a PSA 6. So I'm like, screw it, crack it out, make it a little bit easier. But 22-23 Trilogy with this sick patch. So right now, this is from the Coyotes. You know, Mammoth stuff is going to be coming out soon. The new Series 2. I really want to get a Tusky round gun because that should be pretty cool. But just a fun super rookie premier collection of Garrett Hayton. I mean, this was ungodly cheap. Out of 99, on-card autograph, 3-color patch. It's saying I like Premier as a product, but sometimes like for I guess in my collecting ways, buying the singles to me is a lot better than trying to get the box because like Premier is like $280 for 6 cards, but like I think I got this for like $5 or $6. So it all depends on what you want to do, but this is probably currently my favorite Coyote/Utah Mammoth card. All right, on to Winnipeg. One of the best American goalies, Mr. Connor Hellebuck. Gold glitter bomb. I love the gold glitter bombs from Allure. It's like every year they make these better and better. So I definitely will pick these up of any player. I really don't even care just because the gold glitter bombs are just beautiful, beautiful cards. Next, we're going to go to the Blackhawks. I had a little trouble picking one. So this one is 2. But, you know, welcome to the 500 Gold Club, Mr. Patty Kane. So OPC Platinum, Red Prism, Patty Kane. And another OPC Platinum, Red Prism, Patty Kane. I am a big Red Surge. I love how they Red Prism, Red Surge. Now, these were numbered out of 199. These weren't. But OPC Platinum, Red Prism with Chicago Blackhawks colors. They are just amazing cards to look at. Patty Kane is probably one of my favorite Blackhawks players. Welcome to the 500 Club. And without Googling, can you guys below tell me there are 5 American-born players that have made the 500 Goals Club and higher? Can you name the other 4? Please try not to Google. I like this question. I heard it on the Hockey Card Donk Show. I knew 2, forgot completely about one of them, and didn't realize the other one had 500 goals. But yeah, so these are my favorite Blackhawks cards. And to keep on the 2 trains, I couldn't tell which one of these Dallas cards was going to be my favorite, so I had to pick 2. I know. Hockey, guys, was the hardest one for me to try to narrow this down to one card, especially my Rangers collection. But let's start right here. Clear cut, Jake Ottinger on the auto. Thank you, Tsunami Sports. I got this from him. Great, great card. You got to love clear cut sometimes because I had a friend open up a box of clear cut, hit a 101 outburst auto. It's like a $150, $200 card. I just opened up a clear cut box, got a $2 card. So, do you like to gamble or do you not? But yeah, here's a nice little Ottinger on the auto. Tsunami Sports is where I got this one. So awesome. And this just came in a Mike Modano signature renditions from the Cup, Blue Ink Auto. I love this card. When Pinelands Collectibles, another guy you've heard the name of on this channel a few times, posted that this was up. I'm like, I need it. Please, for the love of God, I need it. Because I had traded away an older Modano, and I missed that auto, that card so much. Once something came up, I jumped on it. So again, Pinelands Collectibles, hit him up on Instagram for these. Tsunami Sports Cards, also hit him up. Great deals on these. And these are definitely my two favorite Dallas Stars cards. Continuing on my friends here, another one from Pinelands Collectibles, my favorite Avalanche card. Allure, beautiful set, purple diamonds, beautiful parallel, patch auto, awesome again, add all together, just an amazingly sick card. Number 10 of 10, Cale Makar, Baby Bobby Orr on the purple diamond patch auto. The last year, Allure did patch autos. I wish they bring them back. They are such an amazing card. The purple diamonds now, they're nice, but I mean just a purple diamond patch auto. I know Allure gets a rap being a sticker auto, but you know what? I think because of the chromium, it'd be tough that the autograph wouldn't fade so quickly on the chrome. So I'm okay with it being sticker auto because of also the price to get into this product. Like Allure boxes are $120 to $130 a box. I'll take a sticker auto, no problem. So being out here in Tampa, I traded away a good chunk of my good Tampa stuff. I left myself with something fun. Hey, you're like saying, oh, Tanner Jeannot. Why just the Tanner Jeannot? You have all these other ones. But I like Tanner Jeannot, and it's a exclusive. So if you don't know really much about, the exclusives are numbered to 100. So you'll have like your red outbursts to 25, your silvers that aren't numbered, your deluxes to 250, your exclusives to 100, and some of the big chases of the high glosses, numbered to 10. Well, Tanner Jeannot exclusives, numbered to 100. Let's go off to Philadelphia and a little bit more of Tsunami Sports Cards that I got this one from. A Mark Streit, numbered to 199, Luxury Suite. But that is a part of his stick. That is freaking sick. That is such an awesome card. Panini did a great job with these, and it's always game-used material. So that is literally a game-used stick. Sorry for the smut on there. Game-used stick, and you can kind of see some of the wear, like a little bit when you really look at it. But again, another great deal with Tsunami Sports. This was an awesome one. Pinelands, if you're watching this, I love almost every flyer card I get from you. The stick was so sick. Don't think I didn't think about all the glitter bombs and such I've gotten from you in the past. So for the Penguins, kind of basic, but I liked it. I'm a big UD Canvas fan, but a Tristan Jarry. I love UD Canvas. It's probably my favorite part of Flagship because of how it gives you like a stadium club kind of feel from baseball. Very realistic photos. I love this card because, honestly, looking at his helmet, like the Tom and Jerry and everything in it, it is so sick. Now, granted, he's in Edmonton now, but still, awesome card. Let's go to New Jersey for Mr. Loopy himself. If I say Mr. Loopy himself, do you guys know who it is? If you guessed Igor Sharangovich, you are correct. So, rookie signatures away. Well, I love this card in the cup. Numbered out of 49. I call him Mr. Loopy because, like, dude, look at that autograph. That is just a funny autograph. These 4-patch windows are always really fun. I don't open the cup. I don't have $2,000, $1,500 to $2,000 to drop on a box when you can get like these singles for $10. Just that's just my personal thing. I know it's a boom or bust. I know some of the rookie patch autos from Macklin Celebrini are selling for like 50 grand. Not my goal. I'm a collector, not a gambler. What can I say? But yeah, my favorite Devils card currently. All right, let's head over to the Carolinas. How about a Teuvo Teravainen? Embroidered in history with his nickname, Turbo. Yes, they are manufactured patches. Do I care? Not in the slightest. I love these. I have like a Mark Messier one too with the eagle, and you'll see another one later, I believe, for Calgary. Yeah, I think that was the one I picked. But yeah, this thing is just so sick. I'm not a SP game used as much anymore. It's kind of a kind of product. If I'm going to spend, I'll spend a little bit more and get SP Authentic. But I can get these singles secondary again. Like I said, it's going to be a common theme you'll hear sometimes from me in all my videos. But Teuvo Teravainen on the nickname, freaking cool. All right, one coming in here from Pinelands again, from good old Washington. How about a try pitches? Alexander Ovechkin trilogy. Look at the young OV. He's so young in this picture. Numbered out of 400. Alexander Ovechkin, 2014-15 trilogy. So, I mean, this card is like 10 years old. And the dude's still playing. So, imagine this. This is 10 years old. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe his rookie season was like 05-06. So, like, this card came out 10 years after he was a rookie. And he's still in the league another 10 years after this card was made. And it's so sick. One color patch, trilogy, good old OV, game used material numbered to 400. Pinelands, again, thank you. All right, we're going to head over to a little bit of Skull and Steel, actually, and some Columbus. A Columbus Signature Materials from, no, let's see, numbered out of 99, 3-color patch autograph of good old Bob. Sergei Bobrovsky. My favorite Columbus card. I mean, 3-color patch, beautiful auto. It really is a certified banger, numbered to 99. A lot of people forget he was here. 2017-18 Ultimate. Game used hockey memorabilia. And that's the thing about Upper Deck, man. Like, it is more likely that everything is game used versus manufactured, depending on the product, of course, but they have more game used material than anything else. Like, just look up what they're doing for the extended series when it comes out with Matthew Schaefer and some of the other rookies. Just amazing what those guys put together. But this is just a beautiful autograph. I got this in a trade with them. Thank you, Ivan Demidov, a little bit on that one. All right, let's head back over to Pine also, and we're going to go back to the Northeast. How about let's go to the Islanders? Stature, again, favorite product. I love the inserts. I'm sad that they took them out this year, but how about a protege, Ilya Sorokin, on-card autograph? Just a beautiful card. The shine is nice. It's a nice thickness. Ilya Sorokin, great goaltender. Just, yeah. What do you guys think? Do you think Russia should be in the Olympics when it comes to hockey? Honestly, if you're playing best on best, not having Russia in the Olympics for hockey is kind of a travesty. I mean, that team would be stacked, and that would be an amazing three-way, well, more than three-way battle, but come on. Canada, U.S., and Russia going against each other for gold. Just awesome. But yeah, thank you, Pinelands, again for this one. This one from Synergy, little Buffalo action here from the Dominator. A little Dominic Hasek cranked up. Nothing much to say. I liked Synergy. They don't make it anymore. They're not going to make it anymore. It didn't really hit with the hobby very well, but I always enjoyed it. But, you know, can't go wrong with the Dominator. We are going over the border to a little bit of Canada. We're going to head off into little Edmonton, to say the least. Got this one from Tsunami Sports Cards as well. SP Authentic Limited Auto Materials Numbered out of 50 on the Nuge, Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Beautiful freaking patch. Awesome deal with my man Tsunami. Game used hockey memorabilia. Not much. Like, this card literally speaks to yourself. It just pops out of any case, pops in any collection. Just amazing from top to bottom. So let's do a little bit of miscellaneous. These were some ones that kind of just I wanted to show off a little bit because they're some of my favorite cards, but they don't really have like a setting. Got this on my last Comp C order. How about a Phil Pritchard auto? If you know, you know. If you ever watch the guy that wears the white gloves and handles the cup, that is this man right here. Most people are like, I didn't even know he had cards. That makes sense. But yeah, Mr. Phil Pritchard auto. From one of my favorite hockey sets besides... Sorry, let me rephrase it. One of my favorite unlicensed hockey sets, Leaf Legends. How about a polar pairings of a Grant Fuhr, John Van Beesbrook, dual auto, Uno de Uno. Such a cool card. Love this polar pairings. Just so awesome. And a Grant Fuhr auto with a Beesbrook for 101. Good price on those boxes as well. Got this one from Skull and Steel. You'll tell from the sticker. It's kind of like a hidden Easter egg. You know, the old jambalayas are really cool. Cole Caulfield should have been a really big card. But the interesting thing about it is that's Erik Karlsson. Cole Caulfield, Erik Karlsson. So apparently they must have had like 2 or 3 of these, I think. They're not on any of the checklists, so you can't really figure out like what are the odds, what it is. I got this from them because they were originally going to throw a card in a break, but they didn't know who to give it to because it's 2 completely different teams. So I ended up just picking this up. I just thought it was such an awesome looking card. I'm a jambalaya fan, I guess. I do have a Laffy version of this, but yeah, Caulfield, Karlsson. All right, if you're around so far, please drop down there. What do you like so far? What's been your favorite? What's been your least favorite? That's okay. I like to hear from everybody. I got this from these next 2 again from Tsunami as well. I was trying to get a little bit into vintage, so I just got something so I can get it like a starting reference. A 62 Parkhurst Frank Mahavlik. Yeah, it's a good. I don't care. I think the color, yeah, it's a little-ish browning, but still got a good eye appeal to me when you look at the color. When it comes to vintage for me, like the crease gets me a little bit, but you can barely notice it when you're holding it straight. When you kind of angle it, you could see it, but yeah, like if I do that, you can see it there, but just a cool card, and the fact that I can say I have a card from 1962 is insane to me. But yeah. And then I also got this one. SGC 4.5. Gary Cheevers. Sorry for the schmutz. 71-72 OPG. I'm just starting to learn a little bit more about vintage, so I figured get a couple of lower end ones to kind of learn about what I'm looking for, what they are, what the sets really are. You know, I hear about it a lot from the Gong Show, so I'm just, getting to learn. If you guys know of any good resources, go ahead and let me know down below, and I will definitely check it out. All right, back to some of the teams. Let's go over to Anaheim. Mr. John Gibson. So this card actually has a little bit more of a story than just being one of my favorite Anaheim cards, but it's the first time I went to a show since I got back into the hobby. I had my now wife with me, at the time girlfriend, and she saw this card, and I thought it was really cool, and she's like, oh, what about that one? I'm like, yo, let's buy that. So I bought the card. I was a big hockey person even then. We get home, I'm telling my mom a little bit about the story, about the show and everything, and she goes, wow, that's really funny. I said, what? She goes, it's numbered to your birthday. So this started also by collecting 10 of 15 numbered cards. So this part of that collection there, but this was like a nice story. You know, everyone always says you have one card that will forever stay with you. If you had to sell everything, what's the one card? This card will never leave my side. Probably buried with it. Just because of a great story that I had with my wife. All right, this one, we're going over, still staying in Canada. We're going to Canada. Okay. How about a Brock Besser from SB Game Used? on the Canucks, numbered to 15, Supreme patches. Just so cool. Where do you guys think this part is from? It's definitely somewhere in this back end there, probably. But like I'm thinking maybe like the tail-ish. But yeah, such a sick patch. Why not, you know? Great looking eye appeal card for Vancouver there. Vegas. Got a Logan Thompson, numbered to 299. Auto from Curated Signatures. Yeah. Vegas is always such a sneaky team, man. Like, you don't want them to win, but they somehow make it to playoffs every single year. Nashville. Tanner, what's up? Little Tanner Janot action again. I like his autograph. I think it's very flowy. You can definitely tell it's him. Even though his J and his T kind of look the same, who cares? You can definitely tell it's his autograph. But yeah, UD Authentics, just a nice card. All right, I got this one. I actually pulled this one when I was opening up a box of Stature recently. Andres Kopitar, Stature, on-card autograph with the little level 11 inscription. I thought it was like perfect timing to pull a Kopitar. He's on his retirement run. But yeah, I didn't have his auto in my collection, and now I do. So cool. I pulled this one when opening credentials with my wife. It was the Macklin Celebrini, like, first 500 fans cards. Thought it was kind of cool. I also didn't really have any other San Jose cards that much. Not the biggest Chase of Macklin Celebrini guy. I know the hype is real. Not really real for me, but I like these cards. Thought they were really fun. All right, Calgary. Hello, Calgary. RIP to this next one, Mr. Johnny Gaudreau, Mr. Johnny Hockey. I talked a little bit about this set before with the Teravainen. But yeah, I had gotten this from a show in Lakeland. I definitely don't think the guy knew what he had. I bought it. I didn't even negotiate for it. I just bought it. And then like I saw like a lot of sales on this card. But it's just such a sick card. The Johnny Hockey, the whole meaning to him and you know, a little bit of the NHL. It was very sad to see him go and his brother. But yeah, such an amazing card that'll stay with me for a very long time with the Johnny Hockey manufactured patch. All right, this next one, first ever patch auto I have ever pulled from Stature. If you watch my Stature video, you'll see it, but it is a Shane Wright, numbered to 5, 1 of 5, patch auto rookie from Stature. First time I've ever pulled a patch auto, and I get a rookie. That was a big chase from that time, numbered to 5. Such a sick card. I think the last time I looked it up, he was like in the Pacific League or AHL, something like. He's not even in the NHL. But I got like both of these in 2 boxes. So like, so cool. All right. Got this one from Skull and Steel. Mr. Drake Batherson, number 299, 3-color patch with the auto. It's funny about this card is I like posted that I had gotten it, and a buddy of mine goes, "Wait a minute, how'd you get my card?" He has like the same out of 99, and the patch looks pretty similar. So he thought that he had given me the card by accident. It was pretty funny. But yeah, my favorite Senators card currently. Now we are going to Detroit. SP Dominic Hasek 0102 Authentic Fabrics. Man, I wish game used material. I wish when I saw this card, it was like this like garage sale that the city was running at like a local middle school. This guy had a whole stack of these things, and I'm like, if I had the money, I would have bought the entire box. Because like Dominic Hasek game used patch from 0102. You're not going to find it, and especially when you get most of these for less than like $5 a card. I was like, oh my God. So cool. All right, this one came from my buddy Pine Lance Collectibles. We're going to Montreal. A Slavkovsky on the Precious Metal Gems. But what's cool about this one It's the employee exclusive precious metal gems. So these only went out to the employees at Upper Deck. It was just such a cool card when I saw that he posted it, and I was like, we worked the deal so easily. Like, I'm telling you, him, Tsunami, Skull and Steel, these guys, easiest people in the world to work in if you want to get hockey cards. Like, you never have to break a sweat. The deal is always simple. So, like, yeah, this is my Slavkovsky. Love this card. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, got this from Homefield Hobby back in Coral Springs, actually. A John Van Beesbrook inked script with the word Beezer. He actually put his nickname. So cool. Number 299. That's the whole thing. Is a lot of this series, if I remember right, they put nicknames in instead of everything else. It's just so sick. And then last but not least, the moment you've all been waiting for, the New York Rangers. How about Igor Shesterkin, 3-color patch, 99 of 99, the on-card autograph. Probably one of my toughest because, like, my Laffy Young Gun is so cool. My Laffy Jambalaya is amazing. My Richter with the Stanley Krupp inscription. Like, the Rangers were definitely the hardest one to pick. But I'm like, I got this one early in my career of collecting, and it was just such a sick and amazing card. Got it from a break with Skull and Steel. So there you go. All right, everyone. Well, please let me know down below. What was your favorite card? What did you like? What didn't you like? What card out of here would you love to have in your personal collection? Let me know. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends. If you want, please add me on Instagram. We can talk hockey cards. We can talk any cards. I'll figure it out. I know anything about NASCAR? I'm learning. All right, y'all. Please have a great day. Peace.